Back for spring break, I guess just full pads. How are things starting to shape up?
Good. We went back and forth between making it a non-padded practice or padded, because coming you're going to have some laps after spring break, some rustiness, some out of sync, whatnot. But we thought Sunday with some coaches, and yesterday morning we decided to make it a full pad day. We have one more light practice coming. We'll actually use that probably late, right before the spring game, because at the end you're maybe trying to finish up. So our deal is let's go full pads. A little sloppy, but decent recall. We got to be a lot more physical, a lot more tougher. It's okay. A lot of work to do though.
I guess so far, what do you losing Larry, Nick, Adam? Sort of how's the defensive tackle position coming along?
One, they just need their little lack of depth, so they just get a little fatigued and tired. There's some good young players there, but yeah, when we went a long go today. Now it was a very long practice, and that's kind of the intent of spring. You're going every other day. You got time to recover. We had 9, 10, 11 days off without any pads on, so we had as long a practice day as well. I mean, we were on the field in 45 minutes easy. A lot of guys like to short, but today, getting them back, getting them hidden. And so that being said, that position, because of numbers, is one of our thinner ones. So fatigue sets in. So I think the position's got a chance. Wish some of those signings were here, not because they're going to play, but just to help us get through practice. So we got 5 inside guys that like the potential. They're learning how to play. They are getting a lot of reps, which is great. They are getting fatigued and beat up a little. That's good too. It's good and bad. But I think that fatigue makes them look a little sloppy, and you can judge them and say they need to be better. But I don't know if they're in a realistic set all the time for what this is worth.
Any of the redshirt freshmen that people didn't see play last year after the offseason and a little bit of spring here, how are some of them?
There's some guys that hadn't played that are gaining, like Rawson Evans coming off of knees, in the 2 deep right now, but competing and fighting and healthy, and it's good to see because he had a really bad knee injury. Not that he's starting in there yet, but it's doing well. Dimitri Camille is really doing a solid job for us in there. A couple of the old linemen, Wes Rogers, Jacob Bailey, are not doing bad. Casaro, played so much a little bit. He's played, still didn't play that much. He's making some strides. I'd like to see Kevin Davis and Caleb Cornett pick it up. We've got some really quality receivers, but you need more than 5 or 6. And we're getting ready to have graduation. I'd like to see those guys start making some strides. Even though it's spring 1 freshman year, I'd like to see them start towing the line a little bit better. Defensively, Jordan Wallace is in the mix and helping out. The T.J. Simmons and Thunderbrooks just showing up. It's great they're here. Big Ralph, Sean Heffron showing, Jerry's showing. There's, we got a lot of guys back. So some of those guys didn't play because you had Larry Black and Adam Raplogle, but those guys are Jake Reed. Really doing well at center for us with Will Matty leaving. So they're not perfect. They're not great. They're not all Big Ten yet, but they're all better. And we got some depth. And the comment after practice is good teams have competition. And we haven't been a good team because of bad players. It's because our good players aren't playing very good. We need our good players. We need our upper. We need our running back to be really good and not be average. We need our good receivers not to be just okay, but really good. Quarterback starting to learn to be really good defensively. We need guys not playing fair, okay. We need to really start to learn to play. Greg Heben learned how to play quality Big Ten. He was one of our best guys, played at a high level. So our deal coming back is you got a lot of these walk-ons you're talking about, but it's really pushing like a ladder or DeWeese Wilson over there, those guys picking up.
From a skill
so far.
Very good. I had a sports hernia surgery we did after the season, and is as healthy, as fast, as strong, and has a competitive spirit about himself. I like what I see. It's practice. But for 5 days, it's been as good as any 5 I've since I've been here.
What's the difference in him between, just healthy? I mean, obviously you had the knee and the hernia.
Well, I think that hernia thing just really hurt. I think there was enough pain there, just torquing and being able to really accelerate and push off and play explosive. I think he was limited. He fought through it and battled through it. And you appreciate it, but he just looked strong and full tilt. And I think the procedure we had done has so far helped him in a strong way.
From a skill standpoint for the offensive line, is there an area of improvement that you're really seeing, and maybe what do you like with the development?
I think in general both sides need to be a lot more physical. I don't think today, we've been out of it, just if we're going to be a good team, we do some spread stuff and no huddle and all that crap and throw it, but good teams are physical and tough, and we got both sides of the line. We got to continue to get stronger, tougher. You build it every year, reestablishing it, and those guys can be good. I think we can be okay. both sides decent, okay, but we got a long way to go.
You talked about prominent players playing at a high level. We'll be talking to Cody Latimer today. How's he looking for you?
Good. I still think he could do some things to truly be real good. And and when you haven't seen really good players practice at a high level, and sometimes it's skill set, but it's sometimes the way you approach the game. It's trying to take our best players like Cody, Kofi, Luis, Ted Bolzer, Stephen Houston, Greg Hebron, those guys play at a high level, and how to practice at a high level, how to prepare, what's your mindset. And pictures are worth a lot of words. And first couple of years sometimes there may be good pictures. So you're kind of learning on your own, and it takes time. But for us to be a good team, as I said, the very first meeting here, the best players held to the highest standard. Our guys are starting to learn how to be a good player. You got to come to work. You got to perform at a good level.
How are you guys coming through health-wise?
Not bad. A couple nick-ups. Cooper got an ankle in our scrimmage last week before spring breaks out. Chase Luber actually cracked a foot. He'll be probably miss the rest of spring. Colin Warwick and Jason Spriggs are practicing, but a little limited. There's some minor little things they got. It's okay, nothing major. But we've had a couple. We lost one guy in a set, what I call friendly fire, where when we're in a full go setting and a player's out of control and falls into a guy. And so it's teaching you guys how to be physical, how to play fast, how to stay on your feet. And that's tough. So if you're not careful, they don't play fast enough, physical enough. So if you complain too much about it, you don't get after it. But if you turn it into a free-for-all, you get friendly fire and you get good players getting chipped up. And when you got good players missing practice, that's a bad formula too. So there's a balance that we need to build this physical toughness, the physicality. We're going to have respect and intelligence, and good teams learn that. And for us to be a good team, we're learning how to do that. You guys good?
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate you.